We finna have a serious conversation.
Okay.
You might get mad at me, you may take it the wrong way, but it is what it is.
Say what you gotta say.
And what I gotta say is it's time for you to...
Jazz sat cross-legged at Nesha's bedside, early morning sunlight filtering through the curtains. She watched her friend stir, his sheets tangled around his heavy body. Just last night, he'd slept so deeply he barely stirred at dinner. Now she stood at his side, worry tightening her chest. "Nesha," she called softly. "Hey." He groaned, eyes fluttering open. "Jazz." "Morning," she said, offering a weak smile. "We need to talk." He turned onto his side, pulling the blanket up. "About what?" She sighed inwardly. They'd danced around this conversation for weeks. It was time. "Your health." He sighed. "I know." "No, Nesha," she pressed. "Really know it. The numbers, what they mean, and what could happen if you don't change something." He sat up, blinking as the world came into focus. "Okay. Where do we start?" Over the next hour, Jazz gently walked Nesha through blood work results, potential medical risks, diabetes, heart disease, mobility complications. She spoke in plain language, no scolding, no shame, just facts, gently delivered. "Your A1C is high. That tells us your blood sugar's been elevated." She paused, giving him time to absorb. "If it stays this way, could lead to type 2 diabetes." Nesha frowned. "So, I'd have to take insulin." "Maybe," she said. "But even before that, your heart, your joints, your quality of life." He swallowed hard, voice cracking. "I don't want that, Jazz. But I also don't know where to begin." She squeezed his hand. "We start small." That afternoon, they sat around the coffee table, notebooks open. Jazz had drawn up a plan: small dietary changes, movement goals, mental health check-ins, and, most importantly, gradual rather than drastic changes. Nutrition tweaks: swap sugary drinks for water, add 1 extra vegetable meal per day, try an avocado or handful of nuts instead of chips. Movement: start with seated stretches, chair yoga, or short walks in the hallway, just 5 minutes, then build. Mental health: daily journaling on how he felt emotionally, plus a weekly video call with a counselor. Milestones: celebrate every 5-pound loss, every week of consistency. Nesha looked at it, uncertainty in his eyes. "This seems doable." "That's the point," Jazz said, smiling. "You can actually do this." Day 1, they cooked a vegetable-rich soup together. Nesha stirred ginger and garlic with fresh stock and vegetables, with Jazz gently guiding as he chopped from a seated position. It tasted surprisingly good. Day 2, Jazz helped him set up cushion support so he could sit upright more easily. They did a 5-minute guided chair yoga. Nesha was stiff, but when they finished, he felt lighter. Day 3, Jazz printed his journal pages and placed them on his bedside table. "Write one thing you're grateful for," she said. He scribbled family, but later added Jazz with a small doodle. Over the week, they laughed, stumbled, and sometimes fought with frustration, but always came back. Jazz reminded him gently, "This is your journey. I'm just your encourager, your cheerleader." Week 2, Nesha was excited. He lost 3 pounds. He walked for 10 minutes at a time, seated yoga twice daily. Jazz could almost see him lightening, physically and mentally. Then a setback. He caught a cold, felt exhausted, and skipped meals, then Comfort ate chips. He reversed a pound or 2. The shame crept in. He hid in his room, avoiding Jazz's knocks. But she stayed persistent. "Let me in," she said softly. "No judgment. I just want to be with you." He cracked. "I messed up." She hugged him. "You didn't mess up your entire life. You hit a detour. Let's reroute." So they accepted the setback and adjusted: easier meals, immune-supporting foods, small walks when he felt better. Structurally, they wrote a Plan B for sickness, stress, visitors, anything that might trigger backsliding. And they named what G pieces: gratitude moments, positive affirmations, small victories. 6 weeks in, Nesha stepped on the scale and saw a 12-pound loss. He hugged Jazz. "I'm doing it." He was walking 15 minutes each day, stretching sitting and lying down, journaling consistently. But more strikingly, He looked at himself differently. One morning, he paused in front of the bathroom mirror and said quietly, "I'm proud of us." Inside, he felt an ember of self-belief flicker. And with that ember came optimism. Maybe he could aim for more. Maybe he could enroll in Medicaid physical therapy. Maybe he could ask a dietitian about healthier recipes. Jazz called a counselor friend, who agreed to do weekly virtual check-ins with him. That night, Nesha shared his first honest journal entry. "It's scary, but I think I want to live." Soon, small crowds noticed the changes. His family rallied. His mom visited with healthy traditional dishes. His brother brought him Pedialyte and showed up just to sit beside him. They gave encouragement without pressure. Meanwhile, Jazz, tired from juggling her own life, hit burnout. Nesha noticed and flipped roles. He delivered her soup, massaged her shoulders, and cheered her on. They reinforced each other's well-being. Jazz's sleep improved, Nesha's mood brightened, and the household vibe shifted to care, resilience, and hope.